sorry. I was messing my stream deck. I was like, which is the right button again? But hi guys, hello. I'm sorry for being late. I got tired when I got home. I was tired. Here, let me move YouTube on. Let me move my OBS stuff real quick. I'm gonna move this here, and then I'm gonna move you guys like right here, and then I'll do this actually right here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. It's all coming together now. Oh wait, I closed out of the chat. Oops. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I was intending. Actually, let me lower the volume a little bit. Okay, let me know if the music's too quiet for you guys. It was like in my ear, and I was like, ah. But no, I was at work, and I don't know, work this week. I don't know if you guys are like feel the same, but I feel like this week has been like a mix of every single day all put together. Like, you know how you have feelings of like, oh, today's a Monday, today's a Tuesday, oh, today's a Wednesday. Today felt like every day put together. Like, at first the day went by really fast, and then went by really, really slow, and then it was easy, and then it was really hard. And I don't know, there's a lot of things that happened today where I was like, oh, I'm a little tired, you know. Like, I started getting a headache at work, and this girl that I sit next to, it's the fucking same girl. What's her name? Oh my god, what did I call her last stream? Was it Brittany? No. What did I call her? What's the girl? What? Raven, do you remember what I called like the coworker I had beef with last time? I think it was it like Stacy? I think it was like Stacy, right? I'm pretty sure it was Stacy I called her or something. I have that. Do you like Dutch Kiayama? Huh? Dutch Kiayama? What do you mean Dutch Kiayama? Like I'm like Kiayama, but like from Holland? From like the Netherlands? Like Dutch? Like Dutch Bros. Oh! Yeah, I've had Dutch Bros once, and I like them. But I only had it once because there was no Dutch Bros near me. So I think I had to drive a few hours out to go see. I don't remember, I wasn't here. Oh, it wasn't last stream, it was I think you were here for my drawing stream, right? And I was venting, I was mad. And I was like, this bitch Stacy! I think her name was Stacy, I called her. But no, because we had to do seating arrangements in my office, because my office loves playing musical chairs. It's like every few months our chairs get moved around. And when I say our chairs get moved around, it's not like, oh, we're just picking up our stuff and moving to a different desk. It's like we're literally moving the entire desk, because everyone has their desk kind of customized to like their own kind of, so it's just easier just to move the entire desk, right? And so I'm sitting, okay, so this is the scene, right? Actually, let me pull up fucking MS Paint. Let me pull up MS Paint real quick to show my gripe here, right? Hold on. Let me. I kind of wanted today to be a drawing stream a little, but I was like, no, maybe I should have like a regular stream. Like, maybe I should have it as a drawing stream. Okay, hold on. Let me paint. Okay, and then on. Okay, let me move myself like over here, and then this is down. Okay. And then I'll move you guys. Where are you guys? Hold on. Okay, I'll move you guys like right here. Okay, perfect. And then the window capture we'll put right here. And then we'll make this a little smaller. Actually, I can change it on this side too, right? Oh my god, perfect. I'm learning technology. Okay. Power software Kiayama, no! Oh, that wouldn't work out of place. Yeah, my workplace is very not traditional. Like, it's really hard to describe to people like how, like the company, like the environment that I work at, because it's very not traditional. Like, there's things that happen where I'm like, this would not fly in other companies. This would not fly in like other like corporate. Like, even though I tell people, oh, I work at a desk job, you know, I'm in an office, right? I feel like if I were to get thrown into like a real office space, I would die because I don't have the correct experience. Okay, there's a seasonal drink they have right now called banana bread mocha. You should go and try it. So fuck, maybe I'll convince my roommate to take me, because like the nearest Dutch Bros is more than a couple hours away. Actually, it's kind of far. I've only had it once because it happened to be on the way where we're going. I was speaking at college. Okay. So here, look, we got. So okay, here is. Wait, that's not. Hold on. The shape. I need the shape. There we go. Okay, so here's the office room, right? And then here is. Can I do this? Oh, perfect. Okay, so here's a doorway, and then. Okay, and then here's another doorway. So this is the office space I'm working in, right? This is roughly like the layout, okay? And then, so there's Stacy who has her desk right here, right next to this door. Actually, let me change the sizing of this because I realize it's gonna be a little awkward with how I'm drawing it. Hold on. Pending, hold on. Okay, I'll move it like this. And I'll move the entire drawing here. Okay, perfect. Anyways, so she has her desk there, and then her chair's right here, right? And then there's another desk that's like right here, and their chair is right here, right? Or something like this, right? So whatever the dimensions are, right? And then my desk is right here, and my chair is like right here, kind of. And then we have like another desk right here, and then we have another desk right here, and another one's right here. This is the general layout of my office. It's not to match exactly. It's slightly bigger. It looks really cramped here, but slightly bigger. This is the general layout, right, of my office. So since we're playing musical chairs, here, I'll do this. Since we're playing like musical chairs, she stayed. This person stayed. Oh wait, I realized that I miscolored a square. Hold on. This has to be perfect. Okay, other desk. Perfect. Okay. I'll use green actually. So Stacy didn't move. The person here didn't move. This person didn't move. This person didn't move. So the only people who moved into this office are me and this other chick, right? And the people who were sitting here before, right? So no one was actually sitting in this space before. This is like an empty desk space, and I had told the person previously, like, hey, I want to move in this space because you're sitting here. I'm gonna call it a week early because they had told us a week ahead of time we're gonna move. So like, I want to call it a week early, just letting you know. I'm gonna take your desk spot because I want to be in this little corner. I focus better if I'm just in a corner, you know, like peace and quiet and stuff like that, right? And I'm like, I also don't want to sit next to Stacy because Stacy's fucking loud, and and so the person sitting here was like, oh yeah, bro, totally, that's totally fine, like you can sit there. And then the other girl, like, who was also moving, she goes up to this person and she's like, hey, I'm gonna move here, by the way, just letting you know. And they're like, oh, sorry, Killer already called it, you know, like, you have to talk to her about it if you want to move, right? Or if you want to sit here. And then she's like, I don't like that answer, so I'll make her purple. So she's like, I don't like that answer. And she goes to my supervisor, who sits right here, and she's like, supervisor, I want to sit in this desk. Move me here, please. And my supervisor's like, well, Killer has been here longer compared to the other girl, so I think it's unfair to just move her here just because, I think it's unfair to move the other girl here because she's asking for it since Killer's one that asked it first. But I want to be impartial to everyone. I don't want to play favorites. So we need to figure out a way of who's gonna take this desk space right here, right? And so my boss, I'll make this one blue. No, I like blue. I'll make this one gray. So my boss goes to Stacy, and my boss is like, okay, Stacy. So my boss is like, okay, you'll have a coin. Go do a coin toss. Figure out who's gonna sit here and who's gonna sit here. And so Stacy goes up to me and the other girl, and they're like, okay guys, pick heads or tails, right? And then I forgot what I picked, but I was like, oh, I can't pick. I don't know what to pick, right? And I forgot what I ended up picking, and the other girl picked the opposite, right? And then she fucking gets this spot. She picks heads or whatever, and heads ends up being the one that like gets you the spot, whatever, right? So this girl moves in this desk here, right? And I'm like mad because now I'll make myself blue because I like blue. Now I have to sit here in this desk and I'm pissed about it because I don't want to sit at this desk, right? And then now guess what I have to fucking deal with at work now, and I get headaches. This fucking so so hold on, let me change the color again. This one is best friends with this one, and they're like besties. These two are fucking besties. And so now whenever they want to have a conversation with each other, this one loud ass volume, this is my volume sign, bass booms in my ear to get through her, and then this one is constantly talking, so she's constantly also bass booming in my ear to talk to this one. And they're so loud, and my phone, so I have my work phone is right here in this little corner. So when I'm talking to people, to patients, about their care and about like policies and whatever other thing, right? This fucking girl here is like talking about like the most inappropriate things ever, because she just lacks the ability to not talk about inappropriate subjects. And I'm on the phone with people being, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry you're hearing this. And so yeah, that's kind of how the last week has been for me. Because of this dumb seating arrangement. And I'm sitting here, little old me is sitting here being like, if you're such good fucking friends with Stacy, why didn't you want to sit at this chair where you're right next to her? Like, yeah, it's kind of more in a visible spot, because if one of our supervisors walks in and like sees you doing something you're not supposed to, like being on your phone or talking, whatever, like they're easily visible. But equally at the same time, you're bass booming in my ear about things I don't care about. And just Hi, Turkey. Kia puts herself in timeout. No. She's telling us how she worked at Blizzard. Guys, I worked at Blizzard for 4 years. Wait, no, how many years was it? Was it 7 years? I forgot how many years he worked. You get to sit next to your best friend Stacy and her best bud. I hate it so much. Stacy's mom has killed this fucking girl Stacy, right? The other day, she was like the other day she was talking about, she's like, guys, do you ever like Dutch oven yourself? Like, low-key, and she was like, low-key, I like doing that. And in my head, I was like, you know, if this was outside of work, if this was like at a bar, at a party, at a club, at karaoke, wherever, maybe even at a coffee shop, wherever the fuck, I would think that's the most funniest thing you could ever tell me. I'd be cracking up laughing. I'd be rolling. I'd be laughing my ass off. My gut would hurt. But when I'm at work, and I'm telling these poor patients about their poor care and their poor medical conditions, and I don't want to be hearing that. I don't want to be hearing about yourself fucking Dutch ovening yourself. Like, it's fucking gross. And then she'll say, this one will say some inappropriate whatever thing, and then obviously the rest of the office is like, oh my god, haha, that's so funny, keep going. And then it just enables her, and then they kind of keep talking, and they'll keep talking. And then my supervisor every once in a while chimes in too, and I'm like, I don't want to be hearing this. And then eventually the whole room is either laughing or talking sometimes, and I'm here doing my poor little work, and then people are like, Killer, you're so quiet, why are you so quiet? And I'm like, I'm not quiet, I'm just working. I'm here to work, I'm here to get my paycheck. Huh? Stacey really like, I got a fart fetish on the low-key. What the fuck does that mean? I don't want to say it, Sean. I don't want to say what that means, but it's gross. It's not anything bad. It's just gross to explain it for me. And it just, so that's kind of what I'm dealing with in this little office. And okay, you know what the worst part is? The window is right here. So Stacy gets to see, because her desk is facing this direction. Hold on. Oops, change the color. Okay, because Stacy gets to face this direction going out, so she gets to see the beautiful sky. She gets to see beautiful sky, beautiful clouds, beautiful everything, right? It's really nice. We have a really nice view on the outside of our building, right? And then I'm staring at a wall and I'm mad. And I mean, I wouldn't mind staring at a wall here too, but I would at least be in the comfort of a corner, you know? And I wouldn't have to deal with like them just kind of going back and forth with each other, right? I'd at least have a little corner. I'd be like, okay, this is my little space. my little world, my little area. And I understand the sheep, this other girl probably wanted to stay here in this corner also for the same reason of that she wanted to be in a little space in a little corner. But but she turns around like half the time at work to go talk to this girl. And I'm like, what's the point of you wanting a little corner for yourself if you're not going to be in the corner, if you're going to point your direction to this? I don't know. It just, Dutch oven is when you... Yeah, it's like hotboxing yourself. Or Turkey will just say... I am the Urban Dictionary. Yeah, that's kind of how my work situation is right now, for the most part. And then what's even worse is that if I turn my desk to like look at someone, I have to like for example, if I have to turn around to like talk to someone over here, I have to like I have to swivel my whole chair like 180 to like talk to someone, right, or something like that. Versus almost everyone else in the room doesn't have to do like a 180, basically. Like if someone's walking in this office, I'm really the only person that has to do a whole 180 to figure out like, oh, who is it? Who's coming in? Who needs to talk to me? Whatever the case is. And and that's what I've been dealing with. At least I didn't explain the Alabama Hot Pocket. Jesus Christ, that's fucking gross. Anytime I see anything that's in the Urban Dictionary that has a state on it, like, or like a city name, I don't trust it, because always I know it's gonna be the most disgusting, vile thing. But yeah, that's it for my TED Talk. Let me readjust things again on my screen real quick because I clicked too many things. Hold on. Okay. That's a good rule to that's a good rule to have. It's absolutely foul. I have learned to stop looking at anything with a city or state name in it. But yeah, that's how my day was today. It was just kind of like, I don't know, like not a lot of things happened really at work if I really think about it, but too many things happen if you also think about it too. It's like the small things that kind of built up. And so then I got home and I was like, I'm so tired. Like I want to take a nap. I want to play Minecraft. Like I want a coffee. Oh, I was craving coffee so bad, but I made myself a coffee earlier. So I'm like, I shouldn't get another coffee, or I shouldn't make myself a coffee because like, you know, I shouldn't be intaking so many sweets. Cause someone brought donuts to work today too. So I had my little coffee, a little donut, and I was like, ooh, this is good. But I was like, okay, I shouldn't have too much sugar. You know, I should be careful about my intake. I feel like I'm slowly getting, don't call me old, I'm not old, but I feel like I'm slowly getting to the age where I'm becoming slightly more like aware of like what I'm intaking in my body. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't eat XYZ because I'll get heartburn, or I can't eat XYZ because I'm scared my blood sugar's gonna go up. Things like that, or like, oh, my sugar is gonna go, you know. And I get worried sometimes, and every time I go to the doctors, they're like, oh, you look healthy at least, but you should go get your blood checked. It's been a couple years, and you should go get your blood checked to make sure you're not dying or nothing, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably do that, right? And then I just go home because I have an intense fear of like needles and shots, right? And I've had my blood taken twice, and I hate the feeling. Oh, I hate thinking about it. I cringe thinking about it, and I get so scared like of the idea of having to go get my blood taken. But I know I need to go get my blood taken because like otherwise I don't know if I'm dying or not. It's not required? Okay, then I won't. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think twice now they've been like, oh, you should get, like, I think two times I've gone, they've been like, you should get your blood taken. And I'm like, okay. And I just, and they say should. They don't tell me you need to get your blood taken. It's like, oh, you should. It's good. And that's it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go home. That's a real me too. Yeah, it's so scary. Like, if they could just prick my finger maybe to take my blood, I'd be fine with that. But the fact that I have to take like, what is it, like 3 vials of blood, right, to get like to test your blood for things, like that's fucking scary. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. I hate needles. I don't want a needle in me for more than like a second if it needs. And those needles are I'm cringing. Those needles are big too. They're not tiny needles, they're big needles. Bro, you're like my sister, unable to schedule a dentist because she's scared of them digging in her mouth. But I get that though, and dentists are evil sometimes. Like, I think I've told you guys about like how I've gone to like my dentist before, and like and my dentist has fucking hurt. Like, he's like dug into my teeth like with floss until they're like bleeding and been like, okay, they're clean now. And I'm like, thank you dentist, thank you. And I used to donate blood and plasma. Oh my god, my fucking boss is like, he's trying to find every way to like lose weight, and so he's trying everything and anything except working out because he just doesn't want to work out. And one of the things he told me was like, hey, by the way, if you ever want to lose like at least 5 pounds, you should go donate blood. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, because he's like, they take a lot of blood from you when you donate your blood, and when you donate, your body absorbs all the fats in your body so it can recreate the blood, and it takes 18 days for the blood to be recreating your body. So that means for 18 days your body is taking the fat from you. And I was like so astonished of like, you would rather just give blood than try to work out, than just try to eat a little healthier? Like, what? And then I was like, well, how often are you giving blood? And he's like, well, I'm starting it like, he's like, as frequently as possible. So the next, and I guess like where he goes, I forgot what blood drive he goes to, but they give him a little card basically being like, you can't give blood until this date. So he's basically going every as soon as possible. Like, the moment he can, he will go to it, kind of thing. And I'm like, oh. I've done it before for quick, oh, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I've done it before for some quick cash. Wait, do they pay you for plasma, but do they pay you for blood? No, right? Just plasma, right? I was kindly suggested by my parents that it's a good thing to do, but they also didn't mention that it would take up a good majority of my morning. I heard you shouldn't give too much plasma to, I don't know if I'm wrong on that, but I heard that like you should be very like, you can't go as frequent, right, with your plasma versus your blood, right? Depends on the place. Oh, okay, I see. I've never donated blood because I've been too scared, but I support anyone who does donate blood. You know, even though I don't donate blood, I am an organ donor on my ID, so I feel like that makes up for something. Who knows? If you guys ever need a kidney, and I'm not here anymore, maybe you guys might get my kidney. I think I got a $70. Oh my god, I think I got $70 last time. I donated plasma. Donating blood, they just give you snacks after. Plasma is recommended up to twice a week. Oh really? What am I thinking of? There's something I was thinking of where you shouldn't donate it too often. Is it? I forgot what it was. I remember there's something you can donate, and they highly recommended you shouldn't do it very often. What? See, Sean, that's our contribution to society. It's donating organs. I know some people have the fear, they're like, oh, if I donate organs, like, I'm gonna be buried without all my organs. And I'm like, you know, it's fine. Otherwise, the worms are gonna eat it, right? Like, it doesn't really matter, right? If your heart is any frame of reference, then your kidney is burst in my body when I have a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Blood is recommended 6 times a year at most. Oh. Okay, bro, I think my boss is probably gonna try to go at least 12. I think he's gonna try to go at least like once a month. Well, you can have, what's the strong organ I have in my body? You can have my lungs. I don't smoke, right? So my lungs are strong. Well, would you be able to transplant lungs? Is that a thing? Hold on. Actually, let me search it up. I guess if you could transplant a heart, then you can also transplant lungs, right? Yes, that's the thing. Okay, yeah. So you guys can have my lungs. My lungs are strong. I can breathe. My family said that I shouldn't have put myself as an organ donor because then the doctors would just let me die and take my organs. But I'm like, yeah, you're full of shit. Yeah, doctors, I think if you go to like a really scummy doctor, they'll do that. But I don't think a doctor's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna let you die so we can take your organs. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I find that really hard. Maybe that's like a more common practice before, but I feel like that's a really weird thing for a doctor to do, of like, oh, you're here to, I think that maybe like try to, like, I don't know, I can't really imagine a doctor doing that, like a responsible doctor. But maybe in this scenario, I'm thinking of the perfect world where there's responsible doctors, but I don't know. I think it's like a really weird fear to have. I don't know, you know? Tiny orca lungs? Nuh-uh. I could probably, wait, how do you know if you have big lungs? How long do you have to hold your breath to know you have good lungs? I feel like, wait, should we do one of those, should I pull up one of those, smoker tests? Like you know those tests are like, oh, how long are you able to hold your breath for? Like, let's find out. And it's a video of like, seeing how long you can hold it for, and it'll tell you like how good it is. Should I play one of those videos? I feel like I can hold my breath for maybe like, is 30 seconds a lot? And maybe like 30 seconds? Is that, maybe, I feel like saying 30 seconds out loud is not a lot, but I feel like it's a lot. Oh, hi Muffin! Cyberpunk as doctor, if that happened. That sounds like one of those TV doctors that commit malpractice like every episode. Yes, that's what it sounds like. Like, I highly doubt, especially if you go to like, I mean, I don't know, like maybe if you go to like a smaller hospital, like on the rural side, like it's the only hospital there, maybe I can see them being like, oh well, there's patients that need these organs, right, kind of thing, maybe. But equally at the same time, I know a lot of hospitals are really strict with like patient deaths, you know, like they will look into it, right, if it becomes suspicious, you know, or if it's like, oh, this happened, why did this happen, you know what I mean? Like at larger hospitals, they're not just gonna let you die and be like, oh, too bad they died, right? They're gonna have like their own miniature like explanation of like, okay, why did they die, who died, like who, like why did they die under this person's care, like who's supposed to like watch them, essentially, you know, stuff like that. I don't know, I don't work at a hospital, right? So I can't say, but I feel like it's one of those things of like, it's, I think, easier to imagine than to be done kind of thing, you know? I don't know the extent to which it's legally binding, oh my god, but as far as I know, at least in the US, most doctors have at least some legal obligation to help patients. Yeah, there's always like a legal, like if you don't have a do not resuscitate card, right? Like I think they have to do everything in their power to like save you, you know? If they don't, it's either because you're beyond like being saved, or like, you know, but I think even paramedics will like continue to, I like, even I know I've seen like stories where paramedics will continue to do CPR even if you're like flatlined, like you're not breathing or anything, like if it's been like 20 minutes, like they will try, at least when they get there, they will try to like, you know, restart your heart or whatever the case is. And I think at doctors it's the same thing, like they have to at least, even if you come in and you look dead, like they have to like try at least a couple measures to ensure that you're either alive or dead, or, you know, whatever the case is. Obviously not a lawyer, not a doctor. This isn't legal advice nor medical advice. Muffin, actually I'm nominating you to be the chat's legal, medical, and translator advisor. So good luck with that. I think you should take some classes, you know? Can you imagine if I assigned a role to everyone in chat? Like, okay, you're gonna be the lawyer now, you're gonna be the doctor, you're gonna be the jester, you're gonna be oh, we're screwed. I would probably get one of those cars when I'm old as fuck, not gonna lie. Like, bro, I'm so old that all I can do is piss my adult diapers and forget my grandkids or something crook, bro. It's your death if I have those roles. I'm gonna be like, okay guys, who wants to I'm gonna have a variety of roles, right? I'm gonna be like, who wants to be the teacher, who wants to be the executioner? I'm just have like random roles, like you can claim it, come and claim it. If you make me the doctor, I cannot promise you will have all your organs after a checkup. I'm gonna wake up in like a bathtub with ice and then look down and see like where my kidney's gone. Like, oh fuck. I didn't eat all my spleens anyways. You have my vote. We can just have like a little miniature town with random roles and hope the town goes well. Who wants to be the teacher, the executioner? Crazy. Jump. All right. We have to make sure all the roles are filled, you know? We have to think of everything. I just popped my shoulder right now. I don't know if that came through on the mic. But yeah, that's what was I talking about that got me on this tangent? Oh, it was giving blood. I think it was giving blood and like giving organs. For your loyalty, you can keep your organs. Turkey's just making a list of who gets to keep their organs, who doesn't. But I get to keep my organs, right? Right? Heard the pops, yay! I kind of want to crack my neck more, but I think I cracked it earlier today, so I don't think like every time I move my head, hold on, maybe let me just. Okay, there we go. I never said that. Sorry. No. But I like my organs. Got bad news, Kiki. But I like my organs. Oh my god. I should have a surgeon simulator stream. I haven't seen that game in so long, but like talking about like oh, I'm taking your organs kind of like reminds me of it. That sounds fire. I feel like it'd be so fun. But the game is so old. Like how old is that? I remember that game first came out. Let me see. Surgeon Simulator. How old is it? Oh my god, 2013. Oh my lord. Generally, I guess sick seeing like broken bones and stuff. I understand broken bones, but I think broken bones are like, I don't know. I've never broken a bone, so I've been really lucky. But like when I hear people tell their stories and they're like, "Oh yeah, I was sticking out," I'm like, "Oh, like I don't want to hear about it." Oh, like when I have like one of my roommates likes watching a lot of videos where people like eat shit and like fall and other stuff, right? And every once in a while he'll be like, "Hey, look at this video," and it's like someone like having a bone sticking out, and I'm like, oh, like, that's so hard to watch. So if you do that, I'm a hard pass on it. No, understandable. Well, what if you turn it on for like the sound experience, so just like surgery ASMR, so you don't have to watch it. You can listen in to the surgery ASMR. Oh my god, can you imagine if that became like a thing where like imagine you're at the doctor's and they're like, we have to conduct surgery on you, right? And they go to surgery and you just happen to wake up like mid operation and the doctor's fucking in the mic with like the stream open, like tapping their scalpel, being like, okay guys, now we're gonna slice the skin. Like, can you imagine? I would be fucking freaking out. Dog, that'd be worse. I remember watching the skateboard fails that usually ended that way, especially when that show Ridiculousness was super popular. Oh my god, yes. Then I'm left to my own imagination. Then the mental image will be stuck in my head. You're right. I'm just imagining the surgery ASMR. I'm sorry, I'm like thinking like that'd be fucking crazy. Like tapping the scalpel, tapping the... What else do they have in surgeries? They have drills, right? Imagine tapping the drill. I don't know what else they have in surgeries. Yeah. I'm like trying to crack my back a little. I'm scared I'm cracking like a bad part of my back because like I discovered I can crack a certain section of my back like a few months ago, and I've been doing it every day, and now that place kind of sore, so I'm just kind of scared. Like, I wonder if I'm like plucking at my body. Oh, hi, Marion. By the way, the nitrogen bubbles between your bones that make that pop sound take 15 to 20 minutes to reform, meaning you can pop your bones between 72 and 96. Really? I'm keeping that in mind. I'm bookmarking that in my brain. I'm remembering that. I'm gonna go with my poor mom and be like, Mom, look what I can do, because my mom hates the sound of like popping bones. She doesn't like it at all. So I'll be at the table sometimes, like when I'll see her, I'll be talking to her, and I'll go like crack, 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 crack. I'll be cracking my whole body, and she's like, oh, I don't like that. My mom's so funny. I love her. Of course, not counting all the different places you can pop, inflating the number. Turkey mentions cracking joints. Kiki will remember this. I will remember this. I want a little like oh, maybe I'll have like a little thing I can pop up on stream saying like Kiki will remember this, or Kiki will not remember this. I want to add more because I know I can have like alerts on my stream. I just don't know how to set it up. I've been too lazy to like figure out how to set it up. So maybe like the next chance I get, I'll like try to actually set up alerts on my stream. Mood. The second one will get used more often. What? I remember so much. Test me. I remember so much. There's like, wow, Kia just be out here triggering misophonia. Is misophonia the? Oh no, that's the thalassophobia, the fear of underwater. Wait, what's misophonia? Hold on, I'm learning a new word here. Misophonia. Misophonia is a disorder causing an extreme emotional and psychological reaction to specific sounds, such as chewing or breathing. Oh, I kind of have that. I have that with food specifically. If anyone, as a warning, if anyone here chews like loudly or chews with their mouth open, I have to sit in a different room. I can't eat at the same table as you. I gotta go somewhere else. Certain sounds, I see. Yeah, anytime I hear people eating like with their mouth open, I just like, it fills me with so much rage, like so much almost unfiltered rage, where I'm just like, ooh, I'm so mad at you. Like, I can keep, if you remember so much, then what is hold on, I'm searching in my mental memory files. Hold on. We've been over this. It's hold on. It's coming. It's forming in my brain slowly but surely. Is it to? Hold on. It's. Hold on. Wait. It's not, is it under, it's, can I phone a friend? Yeah, I have it for chewing. I can't stand people chewing or watching them eat. Yeah, I don't mind watch people eat like mukbangs. Funny enough, like I don't mind. But if it's like someone's right next to me, like doing that, I'm like, can you not? Can you fucking not? Mine is Velcro. Really? I kind of find the sound of Velcro like kind of relaxing. But I can see how it could be annoying too, because like it's like a sudden like rip sound, you know? Was eating with us at Off-Kai make you uncomfortable? Well, not a lot of people were eating with their mouths open, but if I gave you a dirty look, it was probably because you're eating with your mouth open. Velcro makes me physically want to puke. Really? It's that bad? Then what does... Bro, immediately buffered? Very convincing. Wait, it's... Han. Is it Genki? No, right? Because I'm cheating. I'm using a translator, but I don't think it's just Genki, is it? Is it actually just Genki? I don't actually puke. I just want to. No, I understand. Like I think I have the same thing with like if I hear someone throwing up. If I hear someone throwing up, I am also automatically gonna throw up. Like not automatically, but I'm gonna be like, get me out of here. I will throw up at some point. Like, is it actually just Genki? I thought like Genki was a single character. I thought Genki was just the single character of this one. Kikidama Goku. Wait, so what does that one character mean? I'm on Jisho. Oh, I see. It's like you're feeling. I understand. Okay, to be fair, my kanji fucking sucks. But if you told me Genki, I would understand what you're trying to say. So I think, okay, test me on something else. I'll figure it out. Test me on something else. That was just one thing that I couldn't do, okay? But my memory is flawless. My memory is so good. Also, watching for the shower again. Oh my god. Oh boy, wait, Raven, are you saying oh boy to me saying I have a perfect memory? I have the most perfect memory. I can remember the most subtle things, you know? Random fun fact, the human brain can't feel pain despite processing it because the brain doesn't have nociceptors? Like pain receptors in the brain? So like if I were to poke my brain, would I feel it? You know what I mean? Like the physical tissue of the brain? Ima soko de na... Wait. Ima... Hold on. Ima soko de Nanji is she or G? That character always throws me off a little bit because I'm always like, who is it, she or G? Desu ka? Ima soko de nan. Right now, what is are you asking what is the saying, or what are you? Ima is right now, right? Ima soko. Soko is like here, kind of, right? Or because kore wa sore wa dore wa. Wait, no, am I thinking the wrong thing? Soko de nan desu ka? And I know nan desu ka means like what? Like the so right now something what? Hold on, I'm piecing it together. Ima soko. Am I right? Is it like? So what is this right now, or what am I asking right now? Right? Is that what it is? Ima soko de nan desu ka, right? Nanshi. Oh wait, it's nanshi desu ka. Wait. Wait, what is it? Ima soko nanshi desu ka? Nanshi desu ka? Wait, what is it then? Hold on, I'm translating it. I didn't click the translate, so now all the results are just Japanese. She seems to have the brainfish of a member. Oh Nanji up is time! I'm stupid! Ima now circle in the area close to the listener, the area particle. Nan what G time deska is it? Fuck! You know what's funny? Because I know G means time, but I never know how it sounds like in a sentence. Like, because it's funny because I know, because I would say I'm a fan of Niji Sanji, right? So I know the time, or like they have a joke with like, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock for them, like, because Niji Sanji, you know? Damn. She does not realize that. What? I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. You know, I still remember a lot of other different things though. I can't tell you what, but I remember a lot of other different things. And that's good enough, right? I have memories that I put in like permanent storage, and then I have other memories that are just like, they kind of get like pushed off to the edge a little, you know? And then but I can't choose which ones I end up remembering. My brain just randomly sorts it, you know what I mean? Like someone can talk to me right now and I might forget exactly what they're saying, but then if someone tells me something 25 years later, I can be like, oh, I remember they told me this 25 years ago, and they're gonna be like, how do you remember that? Trying isn't learning. Mr. McFluffin, take her to the principal's office and have her expelled. Bro, that actually kind of reminds me. I had a teacher one time. So like, okay, growing up, I think I've told you guys this a couple times, but I was a very, very good student growing up. I went to the same school my mom taught at, so at a very young age, I learned to be like a very respectful young kid to my teachers, to be very like, you know, I was the kind of kid that if I got yelled at by the teacher for any reason, or if I got in trouble, or even if the teacher told me to sit outside, I'd like cry. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm a failure in life, right? Like it was catastrophic to me to receive any punishment at school, right? Like I never got detention or anything, you know, stuff like that, right? And one time I had this teacher, and I remember like everyone in my school, it was in middle school, and it was in 6th grade, and I think I was like maybe like 11 or 12. I forgot how old I was, but I had this teacher, and I remember everyone in school hated her. Like there was very, very few people who liked her, and it was like if you like her, you're a teacher's pet kind of thing, because everyone else hated her. And I was like, well, she can't be that bad, and not that I'm a teacher's pet, but like I'm also a really well-behaved kid, right? So like I'm not gonna have any issues with her. I'm just gonna sit in class, right? And I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd day of school, and she had assigned a homework, and I wrote down the wrong like homework we had to do. So I ended up doing the wrong, because she had working out of like a workbook kind of thing, right? And I ended up working I think the next page, not the page I was supposed to work on. And so I came into class next day, and she's like, okay, everyone turn your homework right. And everyone turns it in, I turn in mine, and then she's like, Miss Kiayama, what is this, right? And I was like, oh, it's the homework. And she's like, no, it's not the homework. Where's your homework? And then that's when I kind of realized, like after looking at other people's like stuff, I'm like, oh, I did the wrong assignment, right? So I told her like, oh, I'm sorry, like I did the wrong page, but I still did the work, right? I just did the wrong page. I didn't realize I'd written down the wrong page, right? And then she was like, if you go to mechanic and you tell them to work on something and they work on the wrong thing, is that still okay? Because no, the mechanic didn't fix it. The mechanic still has to work on it. That's irresponsible. Do you know how irresponsible you are? And I was like, as a kid, I was like, what? And she's like, I have a policy in my class that if you don't do your homework, you have to go call your parents. So go call your parents. And I was like, I don't have a phone, and I didn't have a phone at the time, right? And she was like, I don't care, use the class phone. And she pointed at the fucking old ass phone that was in the corner of the room, right? And she's like, go call your parents. Go call them right now and tell them you didn't do your homework. And I'm like, okay. And I was literally like crying. I was like bawling my eyes out. And I was like crying quietly, right? Because I didn't want people to see I was crying, but it was clear that I was kind of crying. And I called my mom, because my dad didn't answer, and my poor mom's also working, right? So I feel like this was a waste of time, right? But I called my mom, and I'm like, Mom, the teacher told me to call you because I didn't do my homework. I did the wrong page. And she's like, and she could tell I was crying, so she's like, oh, that's okay, Mija. Like, don't worry about it. You know, it's okay. You'll do the right homework next time, right? And I was like, yeah. And then she's like, are you okay? And I was like, no. And she's like, are you crying? And I'm like, yeah. And I remember, I think I got moved out of her class, like, within the week because I got my schedule changed up because I want to do orchestra, and I got to do orchestra. But for me to take the orchestra class, like, I had to switch up some of my classes and everything. So I was so happy I only had that bitch for like a week. So I was like, oh, thank God. But Turkey being like, send her to the principal's office, like, brought up that deep memory. But yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, my child trauma. I chat, what's 2019 Kia Optima LX talking about? I scum. Damn, we know how to give Kiayama war flashbacks now. Wow, way to guilt trip. I know, I was like a kid. Like, imagine being like 11 or 12 and like being earnest. Like, I was earnest about like, oh, I try to do my homework at least, right? And like, she was so mad about it. And at the time, I was like, I'm a fuck up, I'm a failure, I'm such a bad student. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, that lady was a bitch. I remember there was like one time too where there was like an earthquake scare, and she literally was like, oh, I don't care about you guys. Like, I wasn't in the class when this happened. It was like a different period, but one of my friends had her. There was like an earthquake scare, and so, you know, the fire alarm goes off, right? So everyone can evacuate and everything. And then she's like, oh, I don't care about you guys, I'm leaving you. And she literally left the class. Like, the class had to figure out their own way downstairs, essentially. And I was like, what kind of teacher, like, is that? Like, that's awful. That's like, literally awful. Baby calling Kia mama, leave my mother alone. Damn, Kia, you don't stream a lot. Go call your parents. Bring the mom over. No, you stay away from her. I told Annie Matter in my Discord that if he draws me with a big forehead, no one's ever talking to my mom. No one's ever gonna hear her voice. Yo, pass the phone. Gotta shoot my shot. Bro took orchestra, nerd. I love orchestra. I was a big fan. I'm still a big fan of the viola. I haven't played the viola in a bit, but I love the viola. I was literally first chair for viola for like most, because I think I wasn't first chair 6th grade, but then I was first chair 7th and 8th grade. And then when I got to high school, I wasn't first chair in freshman year, but then sophomore, junior, senior, I was first chair. So I don't know, I'm definitely not crazy good, right? I think I was just good compared to like the other kids I had in the class. But I love orchestra. Orchestra is genuinely so fun. Like, learning an instrument and playing it is so fun. Kiayama getting PTSD from school. Invisible by turn intensifies. Chat can't even see my messages because they got top messages on. No, I see you, scum. Don't tell chat Kia, but they're all nerds. Chat, y'all didn't see shit. Damn, scum, you gonna do me like that? Kia, scum's bullying us. Alright, let me ban him real quick. Imagine. Me? Nah, that was McDonald's. That's whatever. It was a test, chat, y'all pass. Note to self, for a chance at Kiayama, always draw Kiayama with a normal forehead and of average height. Yeah, exactly. I have to be average height. Okay, I hope that mega bitch got fired for that fire drill thing. I don't know. I think she ended up leaving like a few years later. Like, I think maybe like a year or two after I left that middle school, I think she left. I don't think she ever got fired, but she definitely was one of those teachers that like everyone was upset about. Like, everyone didn't like her. She was very rude, and like, I don't know, like I think she just had this attitude that like every kid was out to get her. And I'm just like, like, if you are an educator, you have to be supportive. I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm like, if you're an educator, you have to be supportive of like the people in your class, because, you know, you're literally molding their minds for the future, you know, kind of thing, right? Like, if you're not supporting them, if you're not kind to them, right, like, you don't know what that's gonna do to them. And I don't mean like, oh my god, you're gonna traumatize the kids, but like, you know, there's plenty of people out there who don't like like school or education because they had like 1 or 2 bad teachers. And you know, the amount of teachers you'll have in your lifetime versus like the 1 or 2 that ruin it for you is like so like immense. You know what I mean? Like it's like one person can ruin school for you and then that's it. You don't want to do it anymore, right? Which is fair. You know, it's a fair. And I think, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of teachers don't, maybe not a lot of teachers, but you know, there's a decent amount of teachers out there that I feel I'm like, you're so bad at teaching. I don't know why you're doing teaching. If you hate kids, why are you teaching? Give yourself a round of applause. Me ban, bro, please. I'm like the best chatter of chatter history. I don't know, you come in being like, what up, the #1 op here? Mom, chat is making a title secret. Ban scum 333. They come back with their alt account. Ban Big Mac and Peacock 6630. Nah, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids suck. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Bury the platypus. So good to see you. Damn, school stories. Kia was like, that was like 50 years ago. How do you remember? I hate you so much. It wasn't even that long ago. Actually, how long ago was I in middle school? Hold on. Wait, let me do some math real quick. I entered middle school, I think, hold on. Damn. That's okay, it's middle school, you know, that's when I was like young, like a baby, you know what I mean? Oh, that means one perfect person, bruh. A VTuber orca? Kiayama the VTuber orca! Kiayama about to reveal that she's a hack for real, no! Kiayama the VTuber Oprah. She just found out she uncaged. I am not. Nuh-uh. It's when you look back, you're like, fuck, that's like low-key a long time. Like when you think to yourself, like, oh, where am I gonna be in 10 years? Like, you know, then you get to that point, you're like, oh fuck, like, like I'm in the future I was imagining. How do you do, fellow kids? What did I miss? Hi, Grass. We're talking about middle school. How fast the time passes. Go away, old man. What do you mean? I was thinking 11 in 6th grade, so that was 13 years ago. Ancient. That's so crazy. Time passes. Isn't that crazy how fast time passes? Chat, we don't gotta know what you're doing every second. I'm a sea hag. I'm not a sea hag. I'm so young. I have so many years in me. Just because my back is achy and my bones crack, you know, and I'm tired all the time doesn't mean I'm old. I'm just tired. Hey Kiayama, what's your favorite movie growing up? Jurassic Park. Lost World. Jurassic Park Lost World specifically. I've watched that movie over 100 times. Bros, dust, fuck you. But I was not... Actually, when did Lost World come out? I don't think I was born when Lost World came out. I think that was just one of the movies I was like stuck on. Like I'm watching this forever now. This is my hyperfixation. Lost World came out 1997. Okay, yeah. Jurassic lame. Fuck you. The trilogy is a good trilogy, okay? It's in the corner showing on the funny. Oh, well, I can't call you old for that. That shit predates you. Yeah, exactly. What about you, Turkey, huh? What was your favorite movie growing up, huh? Let's turn the question on you. What was another movie that came out? What was a good movie that came out that I was a fan of? I'm searching up movies on. don't think I'm looking at a list of movies that came out like around the time I was growing up. Why the fuck is Rosario plus vampire here? What the hell? Anyways, I don't see any movies I was like crazy about when I was a kid. Maybe Cloverfield? No, because I watched that when I was older. District 9? Maybe? No. Wait, when did this movie come out? Oh my god. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? I thought that came out like... I didn't watch that movie until I was like in my early 20s. Like, I think maybe I was like 22 or 23 or something. I thought that movie came out in the 90s. Whoa. Actually, low-key Narnia was like pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, Narnia is pretty good. I don't know much about Narnia, but it was good. What year in the Chinese zodiac were you born out of curiosity? I'll give you 3 animals and then you can guess from there. Hold on, let me look at the Chinese zodiac. I forgot what animals are. I'm looking at this list and it's like to the side, so I'm looking to the side. Okay, I'm between... Actually, I'll give you a few animals. I'll give you between... 4 animals. I'm between the ox and the dragon. So there's a range there. Oh, I did really like Summer Wars as a kid. It came out in 2009, though it was just the plot of Digimon Movie 1, but without the... I remember seeing the trailers for Summer Wars all the time, like when Funimation was like really pushing ads and things. I remember seeing the ad and I was like, oh, I really want to watch Summer Wars, and I to this day I still haven't watched it. Card number out of curiosity, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Imagine. What's your social security out of curiosity? 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3. I start saying random numbers. Did you ever watch The Golden Compass? Yes, I did. Yes. Okay, I actually really like that movie. I've never read the book, so I can't say if it's good compared to like the book. But I remember I watched it in theaters as a kid, and I thought that movie was really good. I don't know what it was about it. I think the concept of like the people having like a familiar like with them, I thought that was so cool. Like, I don't know, like I really enjoyed the whole concept of the movie and like the polar bears and everything too. I was really sad knowing that it's never gonna get like a sequel because, you know, like people didn't like it enough. I know a show came out actually. I forgot what the show's called, but I know a show came out. And I did watch the first episode and I forgot to keep watching. So actually, low-key, I'm gonna start watching that again. But I really did like the Golden Compass. Yes, Muffin, I even played the Wii game. Summer Wars is a very good movie. I want to watch that. I have, to be honest, a lot of like the more iconic, bigger anime movies I haven't watched. So I'm like, I need to watch those. Like, I need to actually sit down and go watch those. I like, for example, I haven't seen Your Name yet. And I know that's like one of the big ones. Summer Wars. Oh, I read that. Whoops. Bro said Wii. That system was like 200 years ago. So I always heard Summer Wars was basically the same movie as Digimon movie because the creator had too much executive interference to make the movie he actually wanted. I see. Kia looked like that one meme where the Indian goes like, "Help me up under the water." Help me under the water. I know exactly what you're talking about. So you made Summer Wars was basically that story. I see. Should I watch it then? Whoa, wait, Battle Royale came out on... When did Battle Royale come out? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing and it minimized. 1 second. Whoa, that movie came out like exactly in 2000. That's crazy. I don't know why. I also thought that movie was like maybe in the 90s. Put a movie on right now, kid? Nuh-uh. I'm gonna get sniped by YouTube for copyright. Ranking probably goes 1, Tron Legacy, tied for first. 2, Perfect Blue, and 3 is the first Percy Jackson movie, even though it's not accurate to the book. I remember watching the Percy Jackson movie, and I think I ended up reading the book later. And I think I like the book more. But I haven't seen the movie in a while. But I remember that the book had some interesting things that the movie didn't have. Good thing I have a total legal copy of both Digimon movie 1 and Summer Wars. I read the fuck out of Golden Compass, and I always resented Narnia because low-key is basically the same thing as the Golden Compass. Yeah, they have very similar vibes. I don't know, I always thought it was crazy that because the Golden Compass and Narnia came out around the same time. Like I forgot how many months or years apart they were, but they came around the same general time period, right? So I always thought it was crazy that Narnia got a lot of popularity and the Golden Compass didn't, because they had a lot of really similar traits and qualities, you know? And I think low-key the Golden Compass even had more unique ideas. Like, I'm like, I haven't seen this before. This is really interesting. I really like these concepts and everything, right? Not that Narnia is bad. Like, Narnia is not bad at all. But I literally as a kid was like astonished. I'm like, how does this movie not have a sequel yet? It's so good, you know? And I don't know. Now I'm gonna low-key watch the show because I forgot that they had a show. Doom Scroll stream one key. I want to do one of those, but I'm scared because like then I'll get copyright, you know? I would have maybe like a Doom Scroll stream, maybe on the Discord, so I don't get copyright or anything. The Golden Compass got boycotted whereas Narnia got a lot of praise. Wait, why did Golden Compass get boycotted? I low-key never vibe with Narnia. Everyone likes the book more. Any movie adaptation for that matter. Yeah, that's true. I feel like the book always does it better, and the movie, I think very rarely a movie will ever do it good. I think there's been a couple movies here and there, like maybe 1 or 2 movies where I'm like, you know, low-key the movie was better than the book, but I think every other time it's always like the book that does it like great. Also, Scum, don't diss the Wii, that shit was goated. Okay, Raw, guess you are 26. I won't say, it's a secret. But I swear I'm young. I'm in my prime. And I'm over here still playing Game Boy games. Okay, Raw, guess you're like 90. 90! What the hell? I'd be as old as my grandma. My grandma's like 91, I think. The show can't be any worse than the series of Unfortunate Events or Spiderwick Chronicles show. Oh, I remember Spiderwick. Spiderwick is good too. It got boycotted because people kept saying the story is about killing God. Don't watch it. It's black. Oh, I see. But the movie's so good. I loved it so much. Actually, more like 26, 27. I'm young. I swear I'm young. Bro, I grew up with the Wii. I'm trolling on at this point. As a hobby, I mod Game Boy. I have a friend that does that. Or at least they used to do it. And they kind of do it every once in a while, here and there. Wii and Wii U are goated. I think I've only played on the Wii a couple times. And I think by the time I got old enough to like be like, okay, I'm gonna start buying my own games and things like that, I think the Wii stopped being popular. I'm working on retro achievements for Pokemon Yellow now. Oh, I remember you're working on a bunch of achievements for all the Pokemon games. I remember now. Does the Jesus allegory line legit get killed? Nah, Golden Compass was supposed to be about killing God. You used to be able to get Spiderwick books in cereal boxes, and that shit was rad. Wait, really? As far as I know, the line doesn't die. Series of Unfortunate Events was a good movie. I haven't seen that movie. I remember I had friends that read the book a lot. But I haven't really watched. I haven't read or watched it. But I only know things here and there about it. Kind of. I love the Wii U gamepad. Golden Compass, more like Golden Cump ass. Scum, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm trying to think of things I was really into. Besides Jurassic Park, I'm trying to think of other things I was really into. You know, actually, low-key, I feel like I feel like when I was, my mind was being molded at a young age, when I was learning about the content around me, media and everything, I think that's when I started getting into anime really heavy. I think by the time I was like 10, I started watching anime. And then I think from that point, I was like, I had a phase. I was just like really into anime and like nerd stuff. I was like, from the ages of like, I think 11, and I think I used it until I was like 17. I think from 11 to 17, I like was on Tumblr like religiously, like so frequently. So I think that's kind of why I don't have like a ton of things I can like reference as like a media point of like, I watched this, I really like this, and all that kind of stuff, right? Because I was like more into anime and other things. Such a good movie. Granted, Jim Carrey is a W 90% of the time. He really is. He's like so good in most of the movies he's in. I think in all the movies. I don't think I've seen a bad movie where he's in. I hyper fixated on Beyblades and Bakugan as a kid. Oh, and Transformers, especially when they got hot. We shove you in the locker with the sweat. I'm really out here copying Bad Faith Misinterpreter from Tumblr. Who the fuck is that? You know, funny enough, actually, now that we're talking about like things like when we're growing up, I've been getting a lot of Hetalia posts on my feed lately, and like both on my Twitter and on my TikTok. So I'm just getting all this Hetalia stuff, and I'm like, fuck, maybe I should like watch it again. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't watch it, but it'd be cool if I watched it. And then when I was at work, I was like really stressed out, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to some comfort music. And I whipped out my fucking Hetalia playlist. I haven't listened to this playlist in like, I don't know how long. I made a Hetalia playlist that has like, I think 90 songs in it or something, and they're low-key all the songs I used to listen to when I was younger, so it's kind of more of the nostalgia comfort aspect of it. I was at work, and then I was fucking listening to like to like Marukai to Chikyu, and I was like, oh my god, such a banger, tear to my eye. Of course it's Hetalia, you degenerate, what the fuck? Turkey, we gotta ban this dude. At least it's not a true Gooner show like the good in Monster Musume. I remember I watched Monster Musume, and the only character I really liked was Slime Girl. You know, like Uwucifer post Uwucifer. Can't accept slurs like like that can't do your job. What? My only hyperfixation with Hatsune Miku during my weeb days. It triggered me when someone asked what anime she's from. Oh my god, yeah. Or oh my god, Grass, I don't know if you have the same reaction, but nowadays when people are like, Hatsune Miku's an AI, like how fucking dare you, first of all. like get her name out of your mouth. Spider Girls for life. Nobody uses Tumblr in the big 2026. Well, I mean, I don't know, every once in a while I go on Tumblr and it's still pretty active. Like, but I think Tumblr's so calm compared to like other media places now, because all the toxic, like scary people moved from Tumblr to Twitter like in 2014 or 2015, right? So your experience after that on Tumblr is like everyone's pretty chill for the most part. They're just kind of in their own things. They're just like drawing or fanning over like their own fandom and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like maybe not as many people use Tumblr anymore, but the people who still use it, like it's a nice little like social media place, you know? Well, technically, Grass, you could say Black Rock Shooter and be kind of right. That is true, actually. You could say Black Rock Shooter. City Boy, incorrect. Incorrect. Tumblr is the only social media not on fire. Basically, yeah. It's funny because Tumblr was like such a big thing back then, and I remember Yahoo bought it for like $1 billion. I think it was $1 billion, right? Actually, let me double check. It was a very large amount. Was it $1 million? How much did Yahoo buy Tumblr for? It was literally $1.1 billion. That's so fucking funny. They bought the website for $1.1 billion, and I think it tanked. Like, how much did Yahoo sell? I think Yahoo sold it for like less than 300,000. Okay, they sold it for 3 million. Imagine buying something for $1.1 billion and selling it for 3 million. Like, that's so sad. Frankly, Tumblr would just have been what Blue Sky tried to be if the layout wasn't bum ass and full of cringe. Well, I don't know. The one thing I do appreciate Tumblr for still though is that you're able to customize your blog. Like, if you know HTML, like HTML, CSS, like things like that, like Tumblr is cool because you get to literally customize your blog to whatever you want it to be, or you can find free codes and like just copy and paste it, you know, in there. And I think that's like, I really wish that more social media sites allowed more customization, because like, I don't know, I feel like for me, like if you have a social media site that allows you to customize your page like in depth, I am in love. I think that's crazy. I'm a big fan of that. So I can see people still using Tumblr for that reason, at least too, is like the customization on your blog and like the expressiveness you can have, or expression of yourself, you know. But I can also see the Blue Sky comparison too, because Blue Sky is kind of quiet, but Blue Sky also has like very little to no drama as well. So I think if you really want a calm online experience, it's like Tumblr and Blue Sky are your friends. I know, right? It's silly about how few people know about Akikon. Akikon sounds familiar. Wait, what am I thinking of? Hold on. Oh, I never watched it, but I have seen things about this anime. It kind of reminds me of actually, did it come out? It probably came out. It reminds me a little bit of is it Tokyo Mew Mew that I'm thinking of? I think it reminds me of that, of Tokyo Mew Mew. Never saw Akikon before, nor have I met someone who watched Kaleido Star. Kaleido Star. That one also sounds familiar. Hold on. Actually, no, I haven't seen this one. Aw, I read the synopsis right now. That sounds cute. I feel like everyone has like that one anime that they watched when they were a kid and like no one else knows about. Like, I think if you watched anime like when you're younger, or when anime was slowly becoming more popular in like mainstream media, everyone has like one anime where they're like, oh, do you know this one? No? Oh. You know? As Plankton, correct. Bro, even when I was on Last Airbender Reddit the other day to see thoughts on new on the Mew fighting game, and people were debating Zuko x Katara like they hadn't showered in years. I want to try it when it releases. Yeah, for me it was Dragon Ball Z. I don't think I've ever watched it. I haven't seen, I think I've said it before, I haven't watched any of the big three. Actually, no. What do you consider the big three? It's Naruto. Oh my god, I always get my big three mixed up actually, because I always think of different. I always think of Naruto. It's always, when I think of the big three, I always think of it in a mix of like Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball, and like One Piece, and I always forget which one doesn't belong in there. Naruto, One Piece, and okay, yeah. I haven't watched any of those, but I have watched some of Bleach, like a few episodes of Bleach. I've read a little bit of the manga too. I don't think I have all that. All my anime as a kid was pretty apparent. It's Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. Wait, is it Naruto? Naruto, like my dad. Naruto. I can't speak properly, guys. How dare you? Wait, so what's, wait, because Turkey's saying it's Bleach in there, but then Scum is saying Dragon Ball Z. My anime recommendation is that Your Lie in April, and the best way to enjoy it is only know that it's the goated. I actually watched it, but I already knew what happened at the end. So I was with a friend, right? And he was like, we're gonna watch Your Lie in April. And I was like, well, I already know how it ends, so I don't know if it's gonna have as much of an effect on me. I know it's one of those animes where like you should go in blind, right? And I will admit it was a good anime, right? But like I said, I already knew how it ended. So my friend was like crying at the end, being like, isn't this so sad? And I was kind of sitting there like, yeah. And I was like, I already knew what to expect. Like, I don't know, it didn't bring me to tears, unfortunately. But I will say it is a good anime. What I'm embarrassed to admit, I watched this was a show about climaxing. Was about climaxing while inside a robot, aka Aquarion. I watched that in the living room and I just realized how awkward their lines are. Bro said Naruto. Yeah, Naruto. I mean, to be honest, Dragon Ball Z did inspire those three, so TBH Turkey's correct. Dragon Ball Z predates the big three and established the shonen genre. The big three is Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. Oh, okay. I meant to say the intro is good. Oh, I see. The intro is goated. Kimi da yo, kimi da yo. Oshiete kureta. That's all I remember from the opening. Dragon Ball is more like the parent to the big three as opposed to being part of the big three. I see. Okay. I'm like, I always, because I know at least the most popular four, right? But I always forgot like, oh, what qualifies under the big three. But I know there's a modern day big three, right? But people can't, I've heard people can't decide what the modern day big three are, because I've heard before I've heard that Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and Jujutsu Kaisen. But then I've heard other people say like, no, it's Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Chainsaw Man. And I was like, well, I don't know. And in my head, I can't see any of those being a big three. Maybe Jujutsu Kaisen for I don't know even. I don't know. I don't know if you guys would qualify any of those to be like big threes. Maybe I could see it, but I don't know. Hi, Jose. And honestly, for Bleach, outside the most recent season, reading it was better than watching the anime, since the anime makes tons of changes to the characters and censorship. The big three is Kia, Saf, and McMuffin. Actually, it's Kia, Saf, and Mei Lin, but she's on Twitch, so that's the only reason why she doesn't show up as much. Bro, where's McMuffin and his Ohio greeting? And modern big three is more of like things fans are debating. The big three is an actual thing that Shonen Jump declared back in the day because of the popularity of Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. I see. The basic mainstream picks. Oh, My Hero too. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, My Hero is also nominated to be like, not nominated, but like fan nomination to be like a part of the big three. But I'm like, you can't like, I don't know. Like I feel like the impact that all those anime have. I feel like, to be honest, My Hero and Jujutsu Kaisen may have had the biggest. Actually, I can't even say Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the anime still coming out, so things can change. I feel like maybe My Hero, you could probably put as a big three. I think because My Hero did have like kind of a cultural like importance to like people, like, you know, kids growing up. As we see from all the every time I'm on fucking TikTok, I see someone being like, guys, Deku is like my most favorite. Like, I can't handle those people when I see them. And it's funny, but I'm just like, oh my god, this is kind of like, this is crazy. But I can see My Hero being like nominated as a modern day big three. But the other ones, I'm like, I don't know, they're all fighting for third place, I think, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I think they're all on the same level. That might be controversial, that might be a hot take, but I feel like they're all on the same level. There's also her vastly different time zone. Yeah, I feel bad because Maylin always streams when I'm at work, and so when I tune on her streams, like, I feel so bad because I want to be there for her streams more often, right? But I just can't because I'm working. And then she also screams every time I join. I'll join and she'll literally shriek, like the loudest shriek I've ever heard, and I think my coworkers can hear it through my earphones sometimes. My hair fan base is cringe as fuck. Yeah. I'm about to make everyone very mad at me for saying this, but Goku loses to Scooby-Doo. You know what? I think you're right. You should say it loud and proud. It's the fact that Goku loses to Scooby. It's also the fact that Saitama loses to Yamcha. I think the big problems is with all the modern shonen are good and widely popular. None really shake up the genre like the big old three did. Yeah, it's like, especially like nowadays, like, I don't know, that like there's like everyone kind of, a lot of animes I think fall under very similar tropes and ideas. And the big three were like the founders of those tropes and ideas. So until there's an anime that comes out that like really has more of a cultural impact, like I don't think you can really call anything modern like a big three. You know, like there's mainstream, yeah, you say mainstream, but I won't say big three because they're like, compared to how One Piece is, right? Or compared to how like Naruto is, you know, compared to, you know, it's not comparable at all whatsoever. Like they're really good, but at their core, they aren't doing much different than the past decade and half in shonen. Yeah, exactly. I'm about to make everyone mad, but Kia loses a turkey. Nuh-uh. Most I get for a shaking of the formula is Chainsaw Man, and that isn't by much, even as a Chainsaw Man glazer. Yeah, I think the only thing that Chainsaw Man actually did differently is that they created a perverted character that respects women. If you guys know what I mean. Like, because Denji is obviously very, like, he's really into women, right? But he's not, like, disrespectful about it or anything, right? And I think that's kind of one of the most, like, unique ideas I've seen in anime. Because, like, you just don't see that trope, like, ever. You know? I don't know. I think it's one of the most unique things they've made. That and, like, I think getting people... I don't know, actually, because people... I was gonna say that maybe they brought a new, like, because you know, a lot of women are kind of domineering and like abusive and degrading, like, to the other characters in the anime. And I was gonna in the manga too, and I was gonna say like, oh, maybe it brought upon people wanting that in women. But I feel like there's other anime that have done equal amount of good like job, like doing that. So I don't know. I can't even say that. You say that, but you're right. Scooby-Doo dog box Goku, pun intended. SpongeBob whoops Goku's ass, we already know. Like Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto established a ton of the tropes and themes we all see in times of modern shonen, right down to tons of mangaka saying that they're inspired by one of those three. Exactly, pretty much. I don't think there's really anything that's like I don't want to say original, but like there's a lot of animes out there where I'm just like, this is kind of similar to this other one. Whether the plot is similar, the characters are similar, or like something along those lines is similar. Yes, I know, that's what I said. Kia's literally Denji, bro. What do you mean I'm Denji? What do you mean? My Denji has a nuance and depth. Kiayama is just a good, huh? What do you mean I'm just a gooner? Tell me one time I've been a gooner. You can't say it because I'm a wholesome streamer. Turkey Soul is the big three, not gonna lie. Kia, Saf, and the other one. Mei Lin. Her name spelled M-E-L-I-N. But Popeye beats all of them too. Yeah, I can. The TikTok ad incident. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no recollection of whatever this thing you're talking about is. Popeye for real would whoop my ass. You're no better than a man. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I have no recollection of anything that you're bringing up right now. Chan, name every character she has simp for. Karna. Okay, but Gilgamesh. Okay, but Karna and Gilgamesh are both refined men. Okay, they're refined men in their own ways. And Karna is a very respectful man with a really beautiful aesthetic. And Gilgamesh is rich. Arjuna. Okay, but Arjuna is also a very fine and respectable man. Okay. Are you just gonna list all the male servants? Is that what you're gonna do? Just list every male servant? Oh, we don't have time for that. What? I have only respectfully simped for characters, you know? the penguin. Wait, which penguin? The penguin from fucking the Batman game? No. We can try. Refined men. Gilgamesh legit just treats you like a servant and calls you mongrel. You don't like fine men. You like degradation. Degradation. Oh my god, I can't read. Adding it to the okay. Gilgamesh has a lot of depth to his character. Okay, there's a lot of depth to him, which I feel like in Fate Strange Fake they've been showing that a lot, because like okay, I'm gonna go on a little rant about Gilgamesh here, right? So Gilgamesh in like Fate Zero and Stay Night, right? He is shown as like, fuck everyone, I'm the king, shut the fuck up, like I'll do my own thing, right? Like that's kind of his baseline personality, right? But then when you look at it as a whole, like overall his character and everything, is that Gilgamesh is, while he wants you to like be loyal to him because he's a king, right? He also wants you to be like an independent person. He wants you to find your own independence, right? And the only reason why he didn't like what's his name, Tsukuyomi? What was his name? I forgot his name. His master, basically, right? He didn't like his master in Zero because that guy was faking the loyalty just so then he can get on Gil's good side, right? Kind of thing. But if you look at how Gil treats all of his other masters, like Hide, and how he treats Tina, like in the Fate Strange Fake, right? He has like a respect for them, right? Like of course he still wants them to speak to him respectfully and like have a sense of loyalty to him. He also understands that like they have deeper wants and deeper truths to themselves that they might not have realized. And Gilgamesh does a really good job, I think, of digging deep down within people and being like, well, what do you want actually? What do you want to do? What is your interest? Like, is this truly what you want? Are you being told that you want this? Like, no, like look deeper inside yourself. Like Gilgamesh has a thing where he wants people to excel past of what they're at now because he sees like the potential in them, right? And then he's also like, of course he calls people mongrels and things like that too, but he has like I think he does it more as the role of being the king versus like he's doing it because he truly means it kind of thing, right? It's more of like, oh, my role, my job here is to be the demi-human, the demigod, right? That is supposed to rule all humans and to lead them to greatness, right? To lead them to like a good future, right? And everything. So in his head, at least, he sees it as like, well, I'm gonna rule them how I want to rule them to make sure they're on that path, right? Kind of thing, right? So it's more of him fulfilling the role versus him being like, yeah, I'm gonna degrade you because I want to. It's more of him being like, this is how I think a true king should rule it, kind of thing, That's what I gotta say. That's what I gotta say about Gilgamesh. We all know everything is weak to Numa Elish. I can't read, scum. Okay, we all know this. Here we go. Keep naming people Turkey. Also try to include other series. I can include women. I know she has a crush on Albedo from I do have a crush on Albedo. I will thirst after her forever. She's also noticed him for xenomorphs. I checked the records and it checks out. Bro's glazing Gilgamesh or whatever. It's Gilgamesh. Oh yeah, Grass is right. She does have a thing for xenomorphs. What? Kia, read a book, bruh. I can't read right now. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna drink water really fast because I don't have any water on me and I'm a little thirsty. So I'm gonna be right back really quick. Don't say anything while I'm gone. I'll even put the chibi model actually, so that way you guys have a little something else. Oh my god. Okay, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Okay, well, let me catch up. Let me see what you guys said while I was gone. She had a crush on Big B from Telltale. I did. I will admit that. I did. Bro's really short. Anything while I'm gone. There, I said it. How dare you, Muffin? That's my one rule. Don't say anything while I'm gone. She got caught in 4K simping for death during her death dating sim playthrough. Okay, that's different. That's a dating sim, so that's like allowed. You know, I'm allowed to simp, right? It's a dating sim. You know, that's like saying you can't eat food at a restaurant. You know what I mean? Bro really said. Come on, everybody. Let's get to naming more crushes. Banned. Bowser. No, I don't think I've ever simped for any of the Mario characters, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe at most Rosalina, but I like her designs, but it's not really like a simping, it's more like, she has a cool design. I'm a big fan of that, you know? Oh, she liked that edgy dude from Angel of Death. Oh, you mean Zach Foster? I fucking love that dude. Asterion, Oop, past my flashback with Asterion grass. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a recreation of what happened with Asterion. Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3 also. That's true. Also Shadowheart. I have a feeling she would be into King KREW. Oh, King KREW. Wait, is that? Is that? No, I don't like this character actually. She's staring deep into our souls. To our T-Rex versus ancestors. Bro, I've tried watching his streams, but his streams are so chaotic. Funny enough, the favorite streamers I like watching are like calmer streamers, like Shuyamino and like Saf is pretty calm too, so I really like watching her streams. There's another VTuber I've been watching too. He only plays horror games. Actually, what's his name's Yuki, but I forgot his full name. Like every VTuber I like watching are like so calm, which is funny because I feel like I'm kind of not the calmest. But when I fucking watch Gerard's streams, I'm like, I'm overstimulated. No, I don't know, but I'll say I'm surprised the amount of people into KREW or into Cruel staring contest with Chibi Lamau. He gone forever. It was taking me a little bit. I'm sorry. Kia's last brain cell be like, huh? Kia was never heard from again. I also think she would be into Griffith from Berserk. Oh, he's the white-haired guy, right? I want to say yes, but I've heard a lot of bad things about Griffith, so maybe no? But maybe yes? Who'd win, Turkey or McMuffin? Oh, she also likes that guy from the Toxic Mafia romance manga she reads. Oh, you're talking about Kirishima. Yeah, bro, I'm so sad. I'm devastated still. They took down the manga from the manga site I watched it from, and the anime is ass. And I still haven't found a reliable place to read the manga, so I can't catch up with the recent chapters. I'm so behind. She's looking at a delicious cookie. She's alive. Okay, Rosalina's based. Yeah, Rosalina has like a cool design. I really like her design. Oh gosh, she full named him Sim. Bro, you can't recreate that. That was pure chance and your own failure. You find any Pokemon attractive, Key? Please don't be a degen who likes Incineroar. No, if anything, actually no, Pokemon are animals, and I will not say which Pokemon I like because those are animals. And there may not be any laws against the Pokemon, but they're still animals nonetheless. Saf attack mentioned. Malamar. Psychic type Pokemon knows. I've actually never seen this Pokemon before. I feel like because I'm not caught up with any Pokemon. I feel like every time I see a new Pokemon, I'm like, oh, this is new. Yeah, you don't want to be into Griffith, especially post Golden Age arc. Yeah, she's absolutely into Griffith. Nuh-uh. I'll help you out with that manga issue. Really? That'd be like really cool. I mean, on the bright side, so on the bright side of me reading manga, at least most of the manga I keep up with don't get taken down because they're not popular enough to be taken down. But when I do get into a manga that gets an anime adaptation, it's cool because there's an anime adaptation, but then it sucks because now it gets taken down. This is basically what happened. So she woke up with Asterion about to bite her. He explained begging and not to be stabbed. Kia understood, then click stab. Was it an accident? You decide. No, okay, so back then I had my toggles assigned to a number, right? But it was alt number, right? And I think I had my hard eyes, so I had enabled my hard eyes between a cutscene, and then when it became the choice, I disabled my hard eyes, but I think it was like alt 3 or alt 6. I forgot what the hard eyes were, right? And when I did the alt number, the game took that as like me registering the number of the option I wanted to do, which happened to be to fucking kill him. And oh my god. Yakuza Fiance is a Weeb Central, by the way. Oh wait, is it actually on Weeb Central, really? Maybe I'll catch up some reading tonight, you know, maybe my nightly readings, you know. Gonna head out. Have a good one, Kiaptima. Thank you, Scum, for joining, and I'll see you later. Have a good night. Wait, Kiayama can't tell us which Pokemon. It's because it's not one of the bipedal ones. It's a dog. Slander, libel. Nuh-uh, that's not true at all whatsoever. Most recent chapter 39 posted to I'm gonna catch up with my nightly reading, guys. Wait, low-key, I'm kind of tempted to show my... Guys, should I show that clip of the Asterion clip? I'm kind of tempted to... Oh, my mouse died. Do I have my backup mouse? Hold on, let me see. Are you charged? Hold on. Let me unplug something real quick. I have to plug in this USB. 1 second. Okay, let me see if this mouse works. If not, then I have no mouse. Okay, thank God. Also, for those fans of the Zelda manga, they're also on Weeb Central and are good as hell. Okay, YouTube. On. That's so funny, I can't find my channel even when I type in the full name. Over here not having to worry because about mouse running out of battery. Wired mouse. I like wired, but then they're also a little annoying sometimes. Oh, here it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. Would you guys want to watch that clip? Because I think that clip's really fucking funny. If you guys don't want to watch it, that's okay. But if you guys want to watch it, the option is there. I find it hilarious. People are mad at who they cast in Zelda in the movie. She stole your honor. Wait, who do they cast for Zelda? Oh. I feel like they could have picked someone else. But that's just my opinion. I'm all for watching Kiayama failing. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I'm able to pull up the clip real quick. I know it's here. Oh wait, is it this one? It is this one. Okay, I found the clip. Most disappointed. Oh, I've ever. I feel like there's so many more actors out there they could have picked that would have looked. Who's the one actor that's in Euphoria? Euphoria actors. Fuck, what's her name? Not Sydney Sweeney. Hunter Schafer is her name. I think she would have been a way better Zelda. She's the person that plays Jules in Euphoria. It's the fact that it's a girl because they don't know that the main character is Link. Oh wait, who did they cast for Link? Hold on. Oh, are you saying? Oh, I think I understand now. That the people are upset that it's a girl being casted because they think that Zelda is Link, but Link's the main character. I think. Well, actually, I think the cat who Benjamin Evan Ainsworth is Link. I guess that works, but I think someone who looks a little more like, I don't know. It kind of works, but I feel like there's a better option out there. Might be a hot take. I just don't think they should do live action, in my opinion. I'd say do animated, but I'm low-key tired of all the video games and anime Netflix does looking the same. Yeah, I agree. I feel like a lot of live actions are really uncalled for. Like, they're really not unnecessary. I think before, live actions are so pushed for because you just didn't see it very often, right? And now you see it like every once in a while, or not even, like, you see it pretty often. Like every major media franchise gets like a live action, and it's kind of annoying because it's never true to like the source material. You know, like we'll get a live action of something and it's like, and for example, like the fucking Avatar movies, right? They're like, oh, his name's not Aang, it's Ong. Actually, that'd be a better pronunciation. Meanwhile, the fucking writers are like, no, it's supposed to be Aang. Like, that's how he wrote him as. That's literally the character's name. I don't understand why you had to change the name Ong. You know, things like that, right? Like, it's just things like that where they ruin the fucking live actions. Like, I think if they were more true, like, of course, of course, I still want them to have sort of like creative liberties, but I don't think it's right for them to like rewrite iconic scenes or iconic features of the story or the characters, you know, just to accommodate to something they think is better, you know, because like it's like people are watching it for those iconic reasons. You know what I mean? Live action Last Airbender being the bane of my Netflix viewing. Live action Monster Hunter and Dragon Ball wasn't but there was a Death Note one too. I rewatched it with Yami and I think Shun. Or was it Dion? I think it was Shun. And I was like, this movie fucking sucks. They didn't have Misa Misa in it. They had this other bitch in there. I wanted my Misa Misa. The Netflix Avatar almost became a high school drama. Really? Alright, I'm going backward. Have a good one, Grass. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your work day. Dragon Ball especially sucks because the Goku actor was a huge fan of the source material and the director came out and said it wasn't even the copy of his script. Oh. Everyone got mad because everyone said names like that one guy who Yue was engaged to. Oh. I'm trying to remember how they pronounce everyone's names. It was the one I remember the most is Aang because they said Ong and I was like, that's fucking stupid. And then the Netflix last ever, oh my god, I can't talk, I'm getting too heated. The Netflix live action Avatar also just, I think it's, I liked how it started off strong, but then there was a lot of aspects about it where I'm just like, oh, you know, like, this is not, I'm not wasting my time on this, you know what I mean? Like, I could already tell it wasn't good. And then I heard later that they didn't even have the arc where like Appa goes missing, and I'm like, what's the point of like there's so many, like, why take out these important like story. Like these are in the story for a reason, you know. With how much they did Sokka and Tsuki, it might as well be. Yeah, showrunners even left because of it. It just, I don't know. These people are stupid. People are like, we have to give the fans what they want, and then they take away everything the fans want. As soon as they said they were taking inspiration from the Game of Thrones, I knew I wouldn't like it. Which is so crazy, because like, what do you mean you're taking inspiration from Game of Thrones, which is known for its violence, sex, and incest, right? To it, and you're using them to inspire like a children's show? Like a show that was featured on Nickelodeon for children? Like, how does that make sense? I mean, they full on changed the Zuko and Ozai and Agni Kai that gave him his scar and made Ozai a better father. Like, bro, it's Ozai. He is literally the like, he's literally the whole reason why the story is the way it's going. Like, what do you mean you're gonna make him a better father? He's the reason the whole world is kind of in the situation it's in. You know, I mean, not the whole world, but you know, like, he you know. I'm getting heated. He's not perfect, but he's nicer than Sokka's dad, which is crazy. Oh, he's not nice. I realized it because now they said Zhao in the movie, and that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist and can't hurt us. I don't know. I feel like I'm so sad because a lot of these things end up being just money grabs. Like, we're gonna make so much money out of this, you know, kind of thing, right? And then they don't fulfill, like, I feel like what they do is they'll hype up what they're doing and they'll hype it up and be like, oh my god, look, it's gonna be a live action and we're still like casting, you know, we're still doing this and that, but this is what we have going for us, right? And they get all the fans to be like, oh my god, this is so cool, I'm so excited for this, I'm so excited to see who they cast. Like, they get so much hype based off of the idea of it, right? And then once things come down to like the nitty-gritty of like who they end up casting, where the story ends up going, who's the director, like who's leaving, who's joining the team, right? That's when it stops getting hyped. And I feel like these companies only look at the initial hype and the initial attraction, the audience they get when they are first announcing everything, and that's what they base it off of. It's not like, oh, what happens after. It's like, oh, well, these people seem to really be a fan of this announcement, so we're gonna kind of keep going, you know, we're gonna keep creating these different things, right? Or like, people also like I've seen like directors be like, oh, I promise this live action is gonna be way better than this other live action that, you know, you guys have seen and you guys didn't like, so it's gonna be way better, trust me. And it ends up being the same shit, and it ends up being the same like the same flaws that we don't like, the same like complaints that we have. I'm getting heated. When I was younger, I really wish there was live action for things, and now that I'm older, I'm like, I'm so glad some of my favorite animes don't have a live action. That's what I have to say. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I cracked my neck. Oh my god, I forgot. I want to put a timer on, so every time I can crack my neck, I can go click, 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 click. I also refuse to watch the Netflix shows on the principle of the original creators left. Yeah, I once I saw that the original creators had left, I knew immediately, like, oh, this is not gonna be good. I think everyone knew. The moment they left, we're like, oh, it's not gonna be good. I feel like the West just has a problem with not valuing adult material or giving it credit because it's animated. Exactly, yes. I know a lot of people don't see cartoons as like adult, and the only way to see a cartoon as an adult show is if they feature really inappropriate things, you know, like, oh, this show is gonna be like, you can have straight out like murder in like cartoons or like an anime or whatever the case is, like anything animated, and people will say, oh, well, that's still for kids. It's not until you have like inappropriate jokes of like, oh, like talking about genitalia or talking about like, you know, like these really heavy, like, I'm doing drugs, I'm doing, like, it's stuff like that, right? Like, where if finally people are like, oh, that's adult, right? But I'm like, well, where's the shows that are meant for adults that aren't like heavily into that, you know what I mean? Like, like kind of like BoJack Horseman, but not quite with, like, imagine if BoJack Horseman was just about like the depressing things and not quite as heavy on the like the inappropriateness of it, you know, stuff like that. Like shows like that, like I feel like I'm losing my point here, but I feel like things like that would be really cool, you know. And a lot of anime are like that, where they have heavy material that don't feature anything explicitly like you know, lewd or inappropriate or anything, but I definitely wouldn't say, oh, that's for children, you know, like. And it sucks that people don't see that, like you have to have some joke about like something lewd or inappropriate for it to be adult. And I'm like, no, I've seen some animes out there that I would not let my kids watch later. You know, like I don't know. The Chinese censor for blood is hilarious for all reasons. Oh, it's because it's white, right? Right, the Chinese censor is white. I've seen, what was it? I forgot what anime it was, but someone was bleeding from their mouth and it was white, and I was like, heh. I'm trying to think of other censors too. Yeah. I feel like I only know the Chinese censor for things, and like, because I feel like every country kind of censors things a little differently, you know. And I think in Japan they just kind of make, like, they just darken the screen, right? Usually like they'll like have a black gradient, or they'll like cut it out if they can, right? Usually. 4Kids full on removing the guns from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty iconic. Oh, it always threw me off when I would watch Pokemon on 4Kids and fucking Brock would pull out the onigiri and be like, hey guys, I brought jelly-filled donuts. And me as a kid, I'm like, those aren't fucking jelly-filled donuts. Those are like rice or something. And then later I was like, oh, they're just localizing it or censoring it, kind of. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, let me change to my... Wait. There we go. I was like, I pressed the wrong button. French Starmie's anime cry is also really funny. Wait, really? French Starmie? Let me see. Let me hear this real quick. That's a woman moaning! That's not a Pokemon, that's a woman moaning! There's also Dragon Ball. The magic begins in the Dragon Ball Korea that predates the Dragon Ball evolution. I love the invisible guns. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was gonna be like a little like sound, not like a full on like. I was not expecting that. Not gonna share with the class. I don't know if I'm allowed to share with the class. Here, let me see if I can find like. Okay, let me turn on. Oh, I'm so scared YouTube's gonna fucking snipe me for this. But let me see. Let me turn on my desktop audio real quick. Wait, where is it? Let me see. How did I do it? I took off the desktop audio because, oh, actually, okay, I know how to do this. Hold on. 1 second. Bear with me, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put this audio down so you guys don't get it straight in your ear. Okay. It's that's basically what I heard. I was like, Holy Kiyama. Hi, Crookshank. Just popping in to say hi and good night. It's getting late for me and I have to work this weekend. I'll see you next time. See you next time. Thank you for popping in. I hope you have a good night and sleep well. Roll credits. The stream suddenly ended. Games are just bad. In Fire Emblem, there is a support conversation that can help give side character depth, and make bonds, even romance. One convo in Fire Emblem was localized, so the whole thing was just two characters going dot 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 the whole time. Share screen so it doesn't don't get nuked. No, I think I would get nuked if I share my screen. No, right? But damn, that's fucking French Starmie. That's crazy. I was not expecting to hear full on like moan in my ear. It's just a Pokemon, but well, the clip I pulled up was like a full on clip, so I think I was scared if I played it any further, it's gonna get for sure like taken. Cause YouTube's scary. YouTube has their AI like detector, or like the AI sound detector basically. So if you play a sound clip that's long enough, or if you, I think visually also have a clip that's long enough, YouTube will spot it and be like, hey, that's actually copyrighted. You can't use that. You don't have permission, you know, kind of thing, right? I know that's not with everything, but I'm scared of what YouTube has and what it can threaten me with. Get your mind out of the gutter. It also made one of the openly lesbian bi characters in Fire Emblem really, I hate when games do that, like, and they, like, I hate when characters are written one way and they're like original language, and when they get translated, it just ends up really bad. Whether it's the choice of someone who's localizing it or like someone who doesn't like do a proper job of translating. Because there's some things where I'm like, okay, if I say this in Spanish, it makes sense. Like, it makes sense and it's an okay thing to say. But if I say it in English, it doesn't make sense and it's gonna sound really bad if I say it, you know, kind of thing, right? And I feel like sometimes when people are translating it, they don't do a good job of like properly translating it, or they don't understand the language enough to be like, oh, this is actually an okay thing to say. Like, they're not being creepy, they're just actually saying XYZ, right? And they're like, oh, and whoever's working on it is like, I don't know enough about this language, but this is how I interpret it. And this could be the new interpretation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I hate that copy pasta. Yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I feel like I've been rambling about a lot of things today. I'm just like, and another thing, and also dot 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 dot. Sorry, I was looking at a model. I love this little chibi model. Actually, what time is it? Good talking with you. A stereo clip. Oh, okay. I'll show you guys. I suppose I'll show you guys the stereo clip. Here, let me pull it up. I'm scared I'm not gonna do it right. Hold on. Oh, I forgot my... I mean, I don't know if my microphone's any better now, but I remember my microphone was a little bad. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then I can do... And then, hold on. Chotomate, hold on. Hold. Okay. So then I can do... this. And then where is it? I'm trying to find something that's hidden on the screen. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, maybe I can't find it. Okay. And then I'm gonna put this right here. Oh wait, I keep moving the wrong thing. Okay. I keep moving the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay. I'll move this right here. And then I'll move myself like right here. And then I'll move you guys right here. Okay, perfect, perfect. Who is this? You'll hear it. Hold on. And then let me do a sound as well. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's not like in your ear. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the clip? What if I roll higher? Wait, what if I... Can I not have these bonuses? Can I take these bonuses off? I want these bonuses off. You're famous for always missing rolls. Roll and hope it's low to it. Go ahead. Fucking we ball and balls. Like, what if I get a 20, guys? I'm gonna fucking cry if I get a 20. No! I remember crying. What if I roll higher? Wait, what if I... Can I not have these bonuses? Can I take these bonuses off? I remember crying. So the context, right? I think I mentioned it earlier, but the context, right, is I in this point in Baldur's Gate, right, I encounter Asterion trying to drink my blood, and I get to wake up, right, and be like, what are you doing, right? So hilarious. And so like so Asterion wakes up and I'm like, oh my god, and the whole time, this whole stream, I was like, oh my god, guys, Asterion's such a baddie. Like, I love him so much. Oh my god, Asterion, right? And then I put my little heart eye toggles on, and then at the time my heart eye toggles was like alt and a number, and so when I disabled the heart eyes, I did alt and then that number, right, to turn it off. But the game registered me doing alt number as selecting that option. I think it was like 6 or something. I forgot what it was, right? And so the option it picked was pick up a stake and lunge at the monster. And I was like, no, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, right? Like, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Easy. And this whole fucking game, I've been rolling I've been rolling low numbers, like baby numbers. I was rolling like awful, horrible. I think I kept getting 1s. I kept getting anything under 5. Like, I was not rolling high at all. And I was getting so unlucky. And so that's when I say, like, oh, imagine if I hope I don't get a 20. Imagine if I get a 20 and I get a fucking nat 20 on stabbing him. And I was so mad because that means I had to kill him. And I literally restarted the game. I literally started like my last save file because like, I can't do this. I need Asterion. Like, I can't do this. But that's basically what had happened there. But yeah. I had like the worst luck. That was the worst luck ever. I was so mad. Poor Asterion, he didn't deserve that. Put that right here, okay. Was that your old model? Cute, yeah! The laugh of pure pain, that was perfect. I was so sad. I think I literally took a lap around my apartment. I think I literally screamed like curled up on the floor, and then I took a lap around my apartment. And then she reloaded her save like a coward. The hairbuns are cute, and it's funny seeing how similar your current model. Yes, low-key, it's so similar. Okay, I'll only because I'm in the mood for it, right? I'll show you guys the model. Hold on, where is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. For once, you guys will see a different model than usual. But this is the model I had before. I'm not an agency anymore, so I can use this one for a little bit. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the full thing. But this is literally, you know, so it's just kind of funny how both models just kind of like look so similar to each other, you know? But this is what I was rocking before. And then oh, actually, I don't know. Do I have the toggle still saved? Hold on. I don't know if I have any toggles still saved. Let me see. Oh, okay. I think I have some toggles saved. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So I had, and then I had this one. And then this is the one that fucked me over. I was thirsty over here, but this one fucked me over. And then, oh, and then I can take off my jacket too. And then what else did I have? I had another one. I have one more, but I forgot. I don't think I have that toggle tiny thing. But yeah, that's what I was. This is what I was rocking before. So it's just funny how that happens, you know. Kiayama's 2.1, or sorry, 2.0 model reveal is just Kuma. Can we see the joking clip during the joking stream? Don't word it like that, because then it sounds like I was doing it. Wait, I don't remember what stream. It was a Genshin stream, but what stream was it? Do you remember what stream that was? Bruh, bro, what? That's what Saf did. Wait, what is what Saf did? The model, like the similar model, or is the model she's using right now her older one? I have not seen Saf's past life or anything, which is funny because I think when I first started, some people were like, "Oh yeah, I already found her account," and I was like, "What? Really?" This model feels very panda coded. You know what's funny? People would come to my stream and be like, "Oh, it's a panda." Actually, Turkey, don't say it. But can you guys guess what my VTuber theme was? Turkey, don't say it. Don't give him the answer. Or anyone else who watched me, who's here, don't say the answer. But if you guys can guess what it was, let me know. But it's not a panda for sure. Okay, this model helps your case against the 5 allocation. Kiki punished by trying to thirst over Asterion. The shorts disappearing is probably the toggle. No, the shorts stay on. First of all, it was just the jacket that comes off. But I think I had one more toggle. I don't remember what it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm hallucinating my toggles. It sounds like I was doing it. Bro, what? I was not. I swear I was not. It's just Turkey brought up joking. I think after Thanksgiving on a Genshin stream. And Kung Fu Panda, no. Wait, the current model is a newer one. Hi, Antimatter! You just missed your old model. I guess either panda and or a form of dinosaur. No, you guys are off. It's my theme. I'll give you guys a hint. Has nothing to do with a living animal. Shit. Fundoshi toggle. Yeah, I'm not sure. I saw a bunch of things, but I'm not putting together a cohesive theme. I'll let you guys guess. That's eventually someone will find it, but I'll let you guys guess. I found the debut stream already. Wait, let me see what stream it was. Okay, so let's see for the next 5-star. Okay, let me see. Live. My fucking titles are I feel like my titles have to make me laugh, otherwise they're not good titles. I looked over at one being, can I Genshin your impact? Okay, what was timestamp? 1:48:19. Okay. 1:48. Wait, I'm listening. Wait, is that the right timestamp? Oh, no, you're right. It is. It is the right timestamp. I like how I'm still struggling to read. You're too. I know the answer. With the living animal, Kiki, I got bad news for you about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are real and they're still alive and they're called chickens. Honestly, now that you mention it, I see it. Pandonium VTuber. Okay, my guess was based on the Ask Me About Dino Facts at the Comic-Con. Pandemonium. Wait, where's the part? Hold on, I'm looking for a specific part. Cause I talk. Wait, hold on. I haven't watched this in a long time, so let me see. I like how you can literally see my face like process like what's happening. Hold on, I'll show you guys the clip in a second. Let me see if I'm able to find like a good spot to start at. The timestamp I gave is the start of it because you proceeded to look it up on stream. Wait, you're the same high as before? Are you watching the debut stream right now? My debut stream before was such a mess. I was so nervous. And I think I only had like 5 people watching it, but I was still like, oh my god, this is crazy. She hasn't grown at all? No. I've been the same height since I've been like 11. I don't think I've grown since I was 11. Let me. I'm trying to find like part of the clip where I say that one thing. The clip's long. Maybe I'll edit it or something. I'll share it in the Discord or something. But there's a clip where Turkey types something out where he's like, "Oh, my cousin said this at the dinner table" or something, and I was like, and I think I said something along the lines of like, "Bro, is your actually no fuck? What did I say? It's like, is your hold on? Let me see if I can find it." Fuck, I forgot what I said, but I said something along the lines of like, bro, like, fuck, I don't remember what I said. It was like something like, did you like, I didn't want to repeat it, but basically we're talking about like joking, and then because Turkey had said that his cousin had said it at the dinner table or something, and I was like, oh, imagine your cousin leaning over and telling you like, bro, you're wiener, like. I forgot fuck what it was, but something along the lines of like, in regard to that. I'm not being coherent. FYI, I was at the volunteer at the table after the table. Like, oh, were you actually? Really? I didn't realize that. Wait, oh, I think I actually remember you. Were you, okay, I might be wrong. Were you at the table, that had the suit? Oh my god, I'm blanking what it was. I remember it was something really cool at the table next to it. Oh, that's at 1:55, 54. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Okay, I'll show this clip because this one's funny. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me share my screen again real quick. And I'll mute this actually, 'cause I think I had the music playing last time. And then window capture. Okay, and then I'll show this again. And then let me move myself real quick again. And then move you guys again. Oh wait, I moved myself too much. Okay.
Prize. I heard about the Holy Liar, but I never.
My audio mixing was so bad. 11 a.m. Families crowded into the living room and the kitchen. You're opening your last gift. Oh boy, it's the final copy of Black Lagoon you're needing. And then your cousin leans into your ear as your grandma starts cleaning up and goes, "So, you're insecure about your cock?" I know I am. It's so stupid. Oh, wrong thing. Wait, where'd you guys go? Oh, there you go. I was like, fuck, I deleted my chat. Oh my god. Nowadays, I have a little more shame, and I'm a little more careful what I say on stream. Looks taller though. What? Also, isn't as bald? I'm not bald at all right now. What the hell? Funnily enough, my cousin admitted he tried coke while at college at this Christmas. Is this the same cousin? So I get surprises from every year. That's a very interesting cousin. A little more shame, said the liar. What do you mean? I show so much shame. I'm such a I am shameful all the time. Yes, the same cousin. Oh, the music. I stopped the music. There we go. Oh my god. Maybe I should watch these old clips. You know what sucks? I can't use these clips to like advertise myself anymore because it's not me, but it's me, you know? But I'm like, I swear I'm funny. I swear I'm funny, guys. Clearly, current Kiki is shorter. We saw bald Kuma on stream once when She was showing us her model. Oh, I was I think I was testing out like live 2D because I wanted to figure out how to do live 2D, and the only thing I had was like my model PSD, right? So I think I was trying to learn it, and I saw myself bald and I was like, I'm bald. I'll believe you have more shade if Sapphire doesn't go even if only by an inch. They both just gaslight themselves. Exactly what? How dare you guys? So I'm looking at the YouTube channel. Okay. How dare you guys though? I'm tall enough and I'm not bald, nor do I have a big forehead. Typed Kumo to find your old channel. Found a new Kumo playing Fire Emblem. Wait, really? Bookmarked? Turkey, I had the fucking meme. You know that meme from like Toy Story? Where Andy goes like, I don't want to play with you anymore. You know, I had that fucking meme right now in my head when you're like bookmarked. Like I'm no longer friends with Kumo. Now I'm now best friends with Kumo. What was your past life's name? Here, actually, fuck it, I'll link it. Why not? I can't remember if I came in on that Nun Game stream or Limbo, but you were deaf taller back then. No, your first stream was the Minecraft one. I was playing Minecraft when I think the Trials came out, and I think we spent like 3 hours just talking about anime because I think you were the only chatter at the time, and I was literally running in circles, like I was literally running in circles on blocks just talking about anime. I think we were a lot more cordial back then. I think we were nice and polite to each other. Now look where we are. Kumo's dead. I can find another. Are you sure? Because I commented on your Limbo short first, and came in that stream. No, because I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me look. Now I kind of want to be right. Okay, so let me see. So I played. Okay, no, yeah, because I played Minecraft first, and then I played Limbo after. And I remember talking on Minecraft, and then I played Limbo, I think like a week later. I can't wait for Kiki and Kumo collab. I was never nice to you, Lamau. It was a facade. You mean it was all fake? Like I said, you missed Kumo showing up in this stream. Yeah, Kumo was actually here earlier. You missed it, Antimatter. Crazy. You know, I'm kind of tempted to play Bulletstorm again. Actually, now I'm looking at all my streams. Oh, shit. Man, wouldn't it be crazy if I, like, took out this chunk of the stream so that way no one sees the Kumo stuff? Wouldn't that be crazy? Whoa. And then Antimatter wouldn't be able to see it? Whoa, crazy. Oh, no, I came in during the Indica because that before both of those. Your 3-hour lecture on Overlord was after. No, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm gonna look through it right now. I'm so sure you came on that Minecraft stream. Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna prove you wrong. I see your name right there on, what day was it? June 28th, 2024, and it says Turkey right there. Bro, not Indica episode. Nuh-uh. I am looking at your fucking name right now, you piece of shit. It's right there in Minecraft. Indica was after Minecraft. Forehead Kiki. Gaslighting, I tell you. Man, would it be crazy if we're actually all gaslighting Anime right now and Kumo actually didn't show up on stream, but he would never know because if I took this chunk out of the stream, he would never find out if Kumo actually visited the stream or not? Whoa, crazy. I'm so sure you came on that Minecraft stream. Oh my turkey, you did that on stream. By the way, I said what table? Oh wait, oh I didn't. Here, let me scroll back up. I don't think I saw it. Let me see. Oh, my table was the one with the wheel you could spin if you feel. Oh, okay, I remember now. Damn, I really got fact checked. GG's. Wow, crazy. Haha, don't do it, please. She kept talking about albedo. What am I supposed to do? Got my dates mixed up. See, turkey, and you're like, you guys are like, oh man, I was about to call myself Kumo, and you guys are like, oh man, Killer has such a bad memory. Man, Kiayama sucks with her memory. I remember things. I remember clearly. You just gotta slide over some of the albedo fan art. At least we can read. Well, at least I know how to type, turkey. You couldn't even read back then. Shut up. I'm learning. I'm learning how to read. So you're gaslighting yourself? That's new. What? Nah, I would never gaslight myself. I don't know what you're talking about. Press the button, edit stream. Oh my god, you're right. Wait, I think I can edit during the stream. Let me just do that real quick. Bro, learning 3 languages and can't read any of them. No, I can kind of read Japanese and I can kind of read Spanish and I can kind of read English. To Meryl, for Meryl? Wait, what's that? To Meryl, for Meryl? Wait, to me IRL? Is it to me IRL? For me IRL? It's kind of bullshit. 1/3 isn't a majority dog. Nuh-uh. I can read. Okay, I think English. I can read at least 80 to 90% of English fluently with no issues. You know, off stream. Spanish, maybe it's closer to like 60 to 70. I think Japanese, I can read like 5%. What the fuck you mean no? And kinda doesn't count, kinda totally counts. What do you mean? Kinda totally counts. Gotta test tongue twisters on Kiayama. See how she fumbles. Oh yeah, try me. Try me. I can do tongue twisters, no problem. Let me take a sip of my water real quick. Hold on. I drink my water. Okay, hit me with the tongue twister. I can do it. No problemo here. No issues here, okay? Now I'm getting nervous. But no issues here, okay? How about this? Mak aku haiju? Hijao? Oh my god, I can't fucking read. Betty bought a bit of butter and the haunt. I blinked mid-sentence. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter. So Betty bought a better butter, and the better butter Betty bought was better than the bitter butter Betty bought before. Fuck you. See, I did that pretty good. How can you do it, huh? Okay, are you able to read that? Damn bars. Have you guys tried reading that with like a British accent? Like the Betty Not bad. See, I can read. Just reading is hard sometimes. I can read. You know, throughout all of school, I was reading at a higher proficiency than most people. I think by the time I was in college, I was reading at like, I forgot which college grade level, but I was reading like a pretty high college like level. I can read. It's just hard to read out loud. Now say that in Japanese. Say she sells seashells down by the seashore 10 times fast. Say she sells seashells down by the seashore. Say she sells Okay, 10 times fast is hard. Now, Aaron, earn, and iron, earn. Iron. A tutor who tutored a flute tried to teach two young tutors to toot. She said the oh wait, hold on. Said the toot to tutor, is it hard to toot or two tutors to toot? Wait, hold on. A tutor who tutored a flute tried to teach two young tutors to toot. So the toot to the tutor, is it harder to toot or two tutors to toot? So first grade, nuh-uh. Got her ass! Fuck you, turkey, fuck you. Hold on, one more time. A tutor who tutored the flute tried to... I'm laughing too much. Hold on. You have to say all of them clearly. A tutor who tutored the toot tried to teach two young tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, is it harder to toot or two tutors harder to toot? I just heard. I gotta find the clip where I got your ass with a Spanish dude. That's joke. Oh fuck you! I hate you. I can't remember what channel that was on. I can't remember either. That's the Genshin brain working. Oh, I pulled my earphones. Whoops. Wait. Okay, one more time. A tutor who tooted the flute tried to teach two young tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, is it harder to toot or two tutors to tutor to toot? Why was the Betty Butter one easier than that one? I wonder if it's my T's. I think my T's and D's I have like issues like enunciating. But I low-key blame that a little on the Californian accent. I think the older I get, the more I realize I have a slight little accent when I say things. Wait, Muffin, I can't read that. It's in kanji. I can read mo. No, chi. Kiayama has a problem with her T's and D's because she's flat. I fucking hate you. You're a piece of... I'm gonna get your ass one day. Well, at least she knows it's called kanji. Yeah, I know it's called kanji. This one doesn't really feel like a tongue twister since it's just a lot of repeated syllables. Sumo momo mo. Let me lean into the chat so I can see all the mo's. Sumo mo 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 mo. Sumo mo 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 no. Or is it no sa? I always get chi and sa mixed up. Turkey, activate your autism powers to find I believe in you. Mal plus C plus co plus L plus ratio plus your old. You can't say plus L. That's you. Anyways, plus your old plus your flat. You're stupid because you're saying plus your old plus your fat. So actually that cancels out. Actually, fuck you. Bro really said bo with F's. Sounds like a cow speaking bars. Speaking of bo, it's like the anime. Bo. Now my tongue's kind of tired. Like my mouth's kind of tired. Oh, she's not flat when I'm done with this try. Wait. Antimatter, give me a hint. What letter are they? What size fruit are they? Out of curiosity. It wasn't even a good one. It was a meta joke. So from what I understand, Momo is a peach. Sumo is Japanese. Is a Japanese type of peach. Mo is also autism communication. Damn, any getting buffs for free? Do I look like a person that knows the? I would assume you should. Yes. This is why people also compare them to fruit sizes, because sometimes people are like, oh, they're about the size of like a peach. They're about the size of like a melon, you know. So the tongue twister is Sumo is also a peach, Momo is also a peach. Sumo and Momo is also a peach like. Oh, I do indeed know it. It about F or G. We still on for Ruby this weekend, Andy? I passed out last Saturday. Bro, I saw a Ruby clip recently and I was like, oh my god, I forgot Ruby was a thing. Like, not in a bad way. I was just like, oh my god, I forgot Ruby. It was like, I don't know. I feel like you don't really see it anymore. At least I don't see it anymore. So I'm like, oh my god, a Ruby clip out in the wild. Speaking of hot women. Oh, did you hear the cat? It's because she's hungry. She's a little fat cat. And we've been giving her diet food, so she's not very happy about that. That's actually how I found the eBay deal for Tiger plushie. Really? Clover, come here. She tried biting my chair right now. Love some Ruby while drawing. Oh, bro, when I was playing all those movies in the Discord, we just devolved into watching Ruby in during Batman vs. Dracula. I wouldn't be happy either, but she needs to lose weight, you know. She needs a... I don't know how to get her to lose weight. Yeah, it would be difficult to parse if you knew all that kanji. Autism powered search engine. Oh my gosh, we have 9:30. Clover was sniffing inside a cup I have, and it was like whistling, so you hear like a whistle, 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 because she's like sniffing through it. Okay. Wait. It's how I always find totally legal copies of movies of them. Okay. It's 9:30. Oh, so it's 12:30. I know, I'm sorry, Raven. I'll go ahead. I'll wrap up stream today. I'm a little tired, so I probably want to lay down for a little bit too. And I've been waking up at 5:30 every day for work, so my body's slowly like getting tired earlier. Blow my whistle, baby, whistle. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end stream here, and then I don't think I'll stream tomorrow, and I don't think I'll stream this weekend. Next week I should have a schedule. This week was just crazy. This week I had a lot of like I had plans or unplanned kind of thing. Like I knew they were gonna happen this week, I just didn't know when they were happening this week kind of thing. So a lot of things I've kind of had to do like a little bit on the fly. And like I wouldn't know if I was able to stream until like in the moment kind of thing, right? But I should be able to stream normal times next week. So I think I'll probably end up streaming on Monday. I think lately I've been streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. So I'll probably be streaming on those days unless something comes up. But yeah. Alrighty guys, wait, 12:24 p.m. If I freeze in the 2-degree weather tonight, damn my soul. Oh yeah, anyone? I don't know where everyone's at, but I know it's getting really fucking cold. Like anywhere besides the West Coast. I think the West Coast is kind of fine. I think every other part of like the United States is like freezing. So if you guys, you know, I hope everyone's okay. I know, at least I have friends in Texas that they're like telling me that they're gonna have like 10 inches of snow, which is like unheard of. So be safe. You know, I hope you guys are all safe. Everything goes well. I hope to hear from you guys. Stay warm in whatever way you guys can. I hope you guys, you know, don't have to deal with the cold for too much longer. Hopefully the spring comes by, you know, but be safe guys, stay warm. Oh yeah, my brother has a totally legal copy of the 90s Spider-Man show. But alrighty guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Good night. Bye-bye. Or good morning, good evening, good night, good everything else in between. Stay warm. Bye-bye.